Hello, everyone. This is Travis Straw, Frantic Purpose. You're here. It's Friday, and guess what? Amanda's just off screen.
Hello.
Can you hear her? That's my wife. Anyways, today I released a song called The Run. Not The Runs, but The Run. What?
What are you saying?
I said not The Runs. It's a fun song. I like it. So far, people are saying, or some individuals are saying that audio is too low. I've listened to it and I don't agree. It's a minimalist, soft, and delicate song about living life and also finding peace in that we will all die one day, which is something that I've worked on my whole life, essentially from when I was a small kid until now. Until recently, like a few years back, I think I kind of stopped thinking about it like I usually do. But it would just kind of haunt me, and I think about all my loved ones passing, and recently I've been allowed in my own mind to accept more my belief in God and Christianity and everything in a way that's been very peaceful for me. And I'm happy about that. And whether or not you agree with Christian beliefs or whatever, it's up to you. I'm not here to preach to you. However, like my life is a testament to Christianity to some in one way, shape, or form. Because I grew up Christian, and then I was in the military, and I also always kind of just held it in my heart and soul. And then a bunch of stuff happened, and I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for my life in this moment. So go ahead and go on to Spotify if you want to listen to it. Turn it up, I guess. If you think it's too quiet, I'm definitely not going to go in and turn it up. So you have to do that part. Okay? I've listened to it on my phone and speakers, and I could hear it just fine. So, and also, I don't have any buy-in. Like I don't have a master. Someone doesn't master my stuff. I am not a master of mastering audio. So if anyone listens, thank you for listening. I just like making music, and hopefully you find some enjoyment in it. If not that one, maybe go look at Turlet, which is another fun one. On Spotify, on SoundCloud, The Run has a little over 1,600 listens, which is more than I've ever had. So some people like it, and some people absolutely won't. And that is the state of being creative, my friends. And it bothers me zero. You have a perfect right to say how you feel, and I will go on creating stuff. That's the ins and outs of that. I don't really have much else to say other than it's an acoustic guitar song. It's folk, and it's a little story, so it's a lot of fun. Let's move on, Travis. Okay, let's see. I'm doing laundry at the moment, as well as podcasting. I'm multi-talented, so watch out. I have 14 minutes left. Guess what else happened today? I was informed by Buzzsprout that my podcast has been downloaded over 50 times. So thank you, Buzzsprout, for letting me know. I did not think anyone would download any of these. Thank you for downloading. If you have, thank you for listening. If you have, Kathy, if you still listen, I don't know where we're at emotionally, friendship-wise. You are my mother-in-law, and I'll always love you. But there's some stuff going on. So, well, it's gonna be okay. Anywho, what's to talk about? What happened in January? A lot of crazy stuff happened in January. You may be wondering, Travis, look, I'm joining you for the cool visual arts, and it really seems like you're not doing a lot of that anymore. And you know what? That's accurate. I, as a creator and a person who generally just goes out here and makes random things, I go where I'm led. I I don't have any part in it. What I end up doing is kind of a product of my life, and I love it. It's exciting. I'm having a lot of fun doing what I'm doing, which is essentially making some fun songs. What else am I doing? I guess artwork here and there. I'm about to go to Paris again next month, so I'll be taking some more pictures. But Travis, we didn't follow you for the photography. I don't know why'd you follow me then, because I'm so incredibly good looking. Amanda laughed from the couch. Wow. Amanda said I'm good looking. I guess that's where she married me. Anyways, it is what it is. I've lost followers, guys, ladies, gents, and that's okay. You don't have to stick around if you don't want to. You could come back. You could leave. I'm happy that anyone sticks around for any of it. So this Friday, I'm feeling very thankful. Obviously, I'm excited about this year, and work is crazy, but I'm thankful for the work, and I'm excited to write another song to hopefully release next month. I'm working on a couple tracks. This month I had all my goals, like dieting goals and workout goals, but it was all like I had like 15 days straight of being like good to go. No nothing, just working out, clean eating, and no substance at all. And it was fun. Like being, and I do this type of thing anyway, outside of New Year's resolutions. Every like quarter, essentially, I'll audit my intake and also my everything and kind of course correct. And it's always fun to go back to having a period of time where you're completely sober. I know for most people, I don't know. I think 50% of America drinks. I don't know, but I've always enjoyed a drink. I've never had any issues with it, but I do audit myself just because there have been history of alcoholics in my family, so I want to be careful with that, and I am. But being sober is so interesting. The first couple days are terrible because not because I had any physical withdrawals or anything, but it's just like essentially relaxing. Like baked into relaxing is like having some whiskey, like just sitting and watching something with Amanda and enjoying some whiskey, and it's very nice. So it's funny. I have to like battle the voice in my head that is absolutely insane, where it's like, we're gonna be so bored, and I'm like, no, but maybe it's when something's so integrated into your life, on the weekend, me and Amanda will go pop up around town and get some appetizers, and I'll have like a drink at a spot and look at new bars and go to new restaurants, and eating and drinking is such a huge part of being American. We have this crazy kind of obsession with food and drink, and I am no different. So it was fun to challenge myself to get past that. After I got past the first few days of that kind of insane inner voice, it went away, and then I just was productive all the time. I think once you've drank, even if it's a little bit, the next day isn't like you're not a bright, shiny, happy person. Like in some way, shape, or form, the alcohol will take from the next day, even if it's just one drink. It screws with certain parts of your motivation, how long you sleep, and everything, and no matter how small. So waking up on a Saturday naturally at 8:30 a.m., which is super early for a weekend, I just went ahead and started working on some things that I'm very excited about. That's what I'm working on. So I've been writing a season of television for fun, essentially. I've been, a while ago in 2022, I wrote a whole season of this Star Wars show called Thereafter, and I don't know who is interested in Star Wars, but permit me to at least say what the premise is. I've always thought that Star Wars stories can be so much more fun, even though the originals are great. I'm a big Star Wars fan, but in general, I don't think they're doing a lot of fun stuff with the IP other than Mandalorian. It's pretty fun. Uh, I wanted a more like just new take on things, and also something after the newest movies. So the First Order is crumbles, and the good guys win. But what happens after that? And so this story involves two First Order special forces that, at the time of the crumble of the government, they escape, and then they essentially become guns for hire. Like they take bounties, they go around the space system, and are generally like prior special forces. They're a bunch of fun. They have a great friendship, and they end up getting involved with the New Republic and going down that road, and kind of getting roped into investigating this new like rumor of a Sith cult that are trying to like essentially rebirth that whole deal. The bad guys, they're like the rumor is that they're out there growing again, and it's like, oh my god, how are these people still growing? But anyways, the characters are so much fun, and I just did the third rewrite. I did no second rewrite. So I wrote it, rewrote it again, and this is my second rewrite. And I can't tell you how much fun I have just reading these things. At first, and I'm critical of myself. I think like I'm gonna read these, and it's gonna suck. And it's like I'm watching a TV show. Like in my own, every time I read it, and there's kind of a year apart from every rewrite, so that I could come at it with fresh eyes. And Amanda's gonna get to read this new rewrite, but man, I'm gonna end up doing the audio adventure for it. So I'll post on Frantic Purpose myself acting, and I have to kind of find who can do the other voices. I'll do most of them, but I do need some female voices. So anyone who's interested, let me know. But I'll be fully producing 8 episodes, 45-minute long, thereabout, that you guys will be able to listen to with sound effects and like theme songs and like all this great stuff. So I'm very excited to do it. And to know like great goal other than it's what I want to do. So beyond that, I am writing a different season of television. It's called Vegas Baby, and it's about a private airline, like a startup private airline, super bougie, funded by this like enigmatic billionaire, and it just follows a bunch of it's kind of like, if you're going to imagine the tone, it's like a dark comedy that explores like kind of the formative years of this young man who just graduated college from and studied, to be a pilot, and has all the hours, and he's comes from like a lineage of pilots. And just long story short, it's like The Bear, Shameless, maybe a little bit of It's Always Sunny, but in a Vegas centric startup flight deal. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it'll be fun, character driven, a lot of crazy comedy, and some touching moments, hopefully. So right now I'm just working on the background and the framework, so then I can like formulate what 8 to 10 episodes of TV look like for that. I really enjoy world building and writing characters and all that stuff. If you want to read thereafter, it's actually the rewrite number 2 is done. So if you want to, I can give you access, as long as you promise to give honest feedback. And of course, while I record the episodes, I will be critical myself, like of the dialogue and if it sounds natural, because that's something you could really only figure out as you're acting it. So it'll be fun. Busy, busy, busy. I'm also working on a few new instrumentals, and I want to do some more guitar stuff. I don't know. Other than that, how are you? I'm sure you're feeling a lot. If you're, disturbed by politics in any way, shape, or form, it'll be okay. I think. I really think it'll be fine. But that's all I'll say about that. I think politics are kind of just disruptive, to us normal citizens. They just get to decide how much of my money they get to take. And that's it. And I'm like, there you go, Hopefully you don't decide to take more, because I don't like it. Don't talk about taxes, Travis. Jeez. What is this stupid podcast? Oh man, I'm goofy today. Can you sense it? Can you sense it? Okay, so I don't know. Is this a short one? 3 minutes left? That's all of what I'm excited about. Me and Amanda are, in my opinion, doing very good. We're going to go see the McKean family on Saturday to bowl. And I like to bowl. So we're also going to be going to Vegas in February, and then Paris in February. A lot going on. January felt like a million years. And that's how I want my months to feel, If you're one of those people, and you may have heard or remember me saying this, but if you're one of those people who are like, time just flies by, you need to disrupt your day. Do me a favor, do something different every day. Be excited about something, Like my dad says it all the time, time just flies by. It's like, yeah, it's because you nap all the time, every day, since I was 6, since I can remember. Okay? Mix it up, folks. The reason that you think time's flying is because you do too much of the same stuff every day. It is a phenomenon that your brain will compartmentalize that time because you do the same thing every day, and then you feel like time is slipping by. Your brain is very, very smart and does not like wasting energy. So if you're sitting here being like, you wake up, I'm going to brush my teeth, go to work, come home, watch Netflix, and then on the weekend, watch Netflix. I don't mean to be disparaging, but I mean, that's how you sound, okay? Do something different. Do me a favor, do something different. Get on out there. Get excited. Life is great, regardless of the state of things. It's a beautiful thing to be alive. Okay? I think that's it for today. It's a short one. I will do another one next week, most likely. This is Frantic Purpose, and I'm Travis Straw, and I promise that I'll be keeping on making the things. And I'll be posting it on Instagram, and hopefully the run has some of you guys listening to it. I really love this song. It's a sweet song about living and dying, and it has a generally positive outlook. And for the first time ever, my parents listened to it and said they liked it. And that, just for some history, my art and music tend to be kind of dark, and not palatable for my parents. So I'm very happy about that. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for listening. It's always fun to have people to share your art with, no matter how big or small that group is. I'm thankful. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.